Hey, what's going on? Why didn't you come home? I made dinner, I waited for hours, and you never even called.
What, seriously? You texting me just for that?
It's not just that. I didn't only wait for you. I came home to an empty house. Your mom wasn't there either. No note, no message from either of you. I got worried.
Calm down, she's with me right now, so you don't have to freak out.
Wait, what? She's with you? So you're not working?
Nope, tonight I took her out for dinner, just the two of us.
Why would you?
Because I'm about to close a massive deal at work, a contract that could totally change everything. We're just waiting on one final stamp and then it's official. When it goes through, I'm looking at a promotion, maybe even a senior position.
That's amazing news! I'm really happy for you. But you took your mom out to celebrate?
Of course I did. Who else would I share this kind of moment with?
Not me?
Come on, don't get all emotional now. We've only been married, what, like a year? My mom, she's been by my side since day one. She raised me alone, worked herself to the bone. Everything I am today, I owe to her. This is her moment, too.
I understand that, I really do. You wanting to honor her, thank her, that's beautiful. But we're married. We're building a life together. When something great happens, shouldn't we be part of it together?
Wow, listen to you talk like you've earned something.
What?
You think you're owed a seat at the table just because you live in the same house as me?
I'm your wife. I care about you, support you, try to make things easier for you at home. Isn't that worth something?
Support me? You mean mooch off me, right? You don't contribute anything real. You're living on my income.
That's not true. I work.
You're a janitor. You clean offices. That barely covers your phone bill, let alone rent or food.
It's still honest work. It may not earn as much, but I'm proud of what I do. I wake up early, I show up every day, I try to do it well.
Yeah, well, pride doesn't pay for the mortgage. Face it, in our household hierarchy, you're at the bottom, and bottom feeders don't get filet mignon.
That's disgusting. Do you even hear yourself?
You're the one who started talking like you deserved to be here with us tonight. I'm just reminding you of your place.
You're not just reminding me, you're belittling me. You are throwing my job, my worth, everything I've done for you, back in my face.
Because you need a reality check. You think being married to me means you're suddenly my equal? You're not! Not when you bring in pennies and expect fine dining.
So what? Because I don't earn as much, I'm not good enough to be included?
Damn right. I wouldn't bring someone like you into a high-class place like this. Imagine you walking in smelling like bleach and floor wax. You'd embarrass me.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say it that way.
Well, maybe now you'll stop pretending this is a partnership. It's not. It's me carrying the weight and you tagging along for the ride.
You're wrong. You're so wrong. I may not make as much as you, but I work hard. I clean buildings so people like you can walk into your offices and act like kings. I don't deserve to be mocked for that.
I'm done with this. You're ruining my night. Go eat whatever you want on your own. Just don't expect me to pick up the pieces every time you feel sorry for yourself.
So that's it? I'm not allowed to be hurt? I'm not allowed to feel like your partner in anything?
If you want to feel important, try bringing something real to the table. Until then, stay in your lane.
Unbelievable. I gave up so much for this marriage, and now I'm just someone to be hidden away when things get nice?
You're making this harder than it needs to be. I'm not your therapist. This conversation's over.
You didn't just shut me out of dinner. You shut me out of your life. Diana, do you have a minute? Of course. What's going on? I'm just really upset right now. I needed someone to talk to before I explode. Oh no, that's not like you. Did you and Richard have a fight or something? A fight? That doesn't even begin to cover it. It feels like something broke between us tonight. Wow, that's serious? This is kind of deja vu, you know. I feel like we used to have these late-night chats all the time. Yeah, sorry. I must sound like I haven't grown up at all. Don't apologize. I'm your sister. Honestly, now that the kids are older and out of the house, I welcome the company. It's nice to be needed again. Thanks. So, Richard, he went out to dinner tonight without telling me. Well, maybe it was a business thing. Work dinners happen. No, that's the thing. He went out with his mother. Just the two of them. No notice, no text, nothing. Wait, what? Are you serious? Dead serious. He told me it was to celebrate some big deal at work that's about to go through. Some kind of contract that'll get him promoted. And he didn't invite you? Why not? He said it's all thanks to his mom. That she's the only one who deserves to celebrate it with him. So, he's a mama's boy now. I don't know. He was raised by a single mother, so I get the bond. I used to see that as a good thing, honestly. I thought it meant he was family-oriented, emotionally thoughtful. I never saw it as a red flag. So, basically, the mask slipped a year into marriage. Exactly. And it's not just about his mom. He talked down to me tonight. It wasn't just exclusion, it was dismissal, like I didn't matter at all. What did he say? He mocked my job. Said I'm just living off his money, that I don't deserve to be included in his success because I clean buildings for a living. He said I'm at the bottom of our household. Oh, hell no. He said that out loud. Word for word. He said he wouldn't bring someone dirty like me to a nice restaurant. Said I'd embarrass him. That's vile. That's not a husband. That's a narcissist with a superiority complex. I thought maybe he was just stressed. But the more he talked, the more it felt like he meant it, like he's been thinking this for a while. Patricia, that's emotional abuse. You don't treat your wife like some peasant because she doesn't wear a suit to work. I know, but part of me still feels ashamed. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe if I just smiled and let him celebrate, none of this would have happened. No, don't you dare turn this around on yourself. You've always been strong, independent, and you've worked hard your whole life. You clean buildings, yes, but you do it with pride. And dignity. Not many people can say that. Thank you. Have you told him how much it hurt? I tried. But he just brushed it off, said I was making it about me and ruining his moment. Then he told me to eat alone and stop bothering him. This isn't about a bad night, it's about respect. And he's showing you that you don't have any in his eyes. And the worst part? I thought I was lucky. When he proposed, I remember thinking, who else would want to marry a woman over 40 with a cleaning job and no children? He made me feel chosen, like I mattered. You do matter, and you don't need to cling to someone just because you think no one else will come along. You've got people who love you. You've got me. Yeah. I think I just didn't want to admit that the man I married isn't who I believed he was. That's one of the hardest things to face, but you can't ignore it forever. So, what now? I think I need to talk to him. Really talk. Because this coldness I've been feeling lately, it didn't start tonight. It's been building, and maybe I just didn't want to see it. You're seeing it now, and that's brave. I just wanted a partner, someone to walk with me through life, not someone who sees me as a stain on his reputation. Then don't let him treat you like one. You're not beneath anyone. And if he can't see that, you need to decide how much more of yourself you're willing to give to someone who won't meet you halfway. I'm scared. That's okay, but you're not alone. And no matter what happens, I'll be right here, every step of the way. Thank you, really, thank you. You've always taken care of everyone else, Patricia. Maybe it's time to start taking care of you. Hey, are you coming home late again tonight?
For God's sake, I told you I'm swamped with work. I'm not sitting around doing nothing like you. I'm handling big projects, actual business.
I know you're busy. That's not what I'm upset about. We've been through this before, and back then you always texted or called. You never just disappeared on me like this.
Why the hell should I have to check in every time I work late?
Because I cook, I plan meals, I wait, because we live together and I deserve basic respect.
Well, actually, now that you mention it, I've been thinking. Let's just stop eating together altogether.
What?
From now on, let's eat separately. You eat when you want, I'll eat when I want. Honestly, sitting down to a meal with you has become unbearable.
Excuse me?
Even Mom says she can't stand being around you anymore.
Why would she say something like that?
Because, I quote, a janitor for a daughter-in-law? She's filthy. I feel sick just being near her.
You said something similar yesterday. You realize how cruel that is, right? I clean for a living, yes, but I disinfect, sanitize, wear gloves. It's not shameful work.
Because I was holding it in, but I'm done pretending.
And until now, you've never said a word against it. Then tell me, why did you marry me in the first place? If you were disgusted, why pretend for even a day?
Because you were useful, that's it.
Useful?
Yeah, you could take care of the house, do the laundry, prep meals, stuff my mom used to do, but she's getting older now and I can't keep dumping it all on her. And eventually she'll need a caregiver. I figured you'd be perfect for the job.
You married me to be your mother's maid?
Exactly. I did it for Mom. I made a practical decision. Do you honestly think I'd choose to marry a wrinkled, low-income cleaning lady otherwise?
You're disgusting.
Oh, come on. Isn't that a touching reason? Taking care of my mother until her final breath? Doesn't that make me the ideal son?
No, it makes you a manipulative, heartless coward.
Don't act like you're some saint. In return, I gave you a decent life, didn't I? Better than whatever gutter you'd be in cleaning toilets.
I never asked for your money.
Whatever. From now on, I don't want to see you at the table. Your presence ruins the taste of my food. You can eat on the floor for all I care.
I'm not an animal, Richard.
Then you can leave. We can get divorced if it bothers you that much.
What?
You heard me. I'm about to get promoted. Real money's coming in. I'll hire professionals to care for Mom. I won't need you anymore. So go ahead, leave. But where will you go, huh? Back to scrubbing tiles for pennies? You wouldn't last a month without me.
Is that what you really believe? That I'm worthless without you?
I don't believe it. I know it. You're nothing without my name, my house, my paycheck. You're just a tired, aging janitor in a world that doesn't value women like you. So be smart. Bow your head, follow our rules, and we'll let you stay.
Let me stay?
Exactly. Accept your place. You're beneath us. Me and Mom. You exist to serve.
And you don't think you'll ever regret saying this?
Regret? You? Don't make me laugh.
No, I meant you, Richard. You really think I'll stay here and let you humiliate me?
You'll stay. You don't have a choice.
Then you don't know me at all.
Sure, let me know how the streets treat you. This house is mine. Everything in it is mine. You're just a guest, a disposable one.
You're wrong. So wrong. Enjoy your rules. I'll be gone before your next meal.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What are you talking about now?
I saw you just now.
Saw me where?
At that fancy restaurant I told you about. I took Mom there again tonight, as usual, and guess who I see coming out?
Oh, that must have been a surprise.
Yeah, no kidding. You just strutted out like some damn celebrity, all dressed up. Who the hell gave you permission to eat there, huh? That place isn't for people like you.
I don't really see what the problem is. We agreed to eat separately from now on, didn't we? You insisted on that little rule, remember? So I went and enjoyed dinner on my own. I followed your rule. Why are you yelling at me?
Because of the damn bill! That place costs a fortune! Tell me right now, how did you pay for it? Don't tell me you used my money for this.
No, I didn't. I'm not that shameless. Whenever I go out somewhere nice like that, I pay with my own money.
Your money? Don't make me laugh. Any money you have is part of our household finances. That's our money, not yours. It's called shared property, genius. You don't get to spend it like it's some personal allowance.
Then by your logic, shouldn't you be asking me before you eat out too?
That's different. I earn real money, a lot of it. Your pathetic little paychecks don't give you the right to blow it all on gourmet food. That money's supposed to go toward our life together.
You're very fond of double standards, aren't you? But don't worry, I didn't use money from my cleaning job.
What?
I said the money I used wasn't from cleaning. It was from my other income.
What other income?
From my companies, the ones I run as CEO.
What are you talking about? Are you high? You, a CEO?
Yes. I manage several companies, quietly of course. I don't advertise it, especially not at home.
Okay, now I know you're messing with me. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You don't have to believe me. Honestly, I don't care if you do or not. It doesn't change anything for me.
Then explain this. What about the whole cleaning lady routine? Was that just some elaborate lie?
No, that part was always true. I really do clean, still.
You expect me to believe that a rich CEO spends her time scrubbing toilets in her free time? Come on, at least make your lies believable.
It's not a lie. I clean to remind myself of who I used to be, of where I came from. Before I became successful, I struggled. I cleaned just to put food on the table. I do it now, from time to time, to stay grounded. To never forget how far I've come and what it felt like to have nothing.
This is so stupid. You're seriously trying to feed me this ridiculous story?
If it's too unbelievable, ask Diana. She's one of the few people who knows. She's seen the real me, behind the mop.
Oh, I will ask her. And if it turns out you're lying, you can bet your fancy dinner bill is coming back as a loan. I'll make you pay it back, every last cent, with interest.
Do what you have to do.
Diana, hey, it's Richard. Sorry to call you out of the blue.
Richard? Well, this is unexpected. Is something wrong?
Yeah, sort of. It's about Patricia. She's been saying some weird things lately.
Weird? Like what?
She suddenly claimed she owns a company, that she's some kind of CEO.
Oh, and you think that's strange?
Yes! I caught her eating at this ridiculously expensive restaurant, on her own, by the way, and when I asked what she thought she was doing spending my money like that, she just casually says, I paid for it myself. I'm a company president. Can you believe that?
And what exactly is the problem here?
The problem is I'm the one who brings in the income. She's a cleaner, Diana. You know that. No way she could afford stuff like that on her salary. So either she's lying or she's up to something shady.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she paid for it with her own money? Money she earned without your help?
She said that, but come on, you and I both know what cleaners get paid. It's barely enough to cover rent, let alone luxury restaurants.
Actually, no. If what she said is true, and I believe it is, then she didn't use your money. She used hers.
Wait, you're taking her side now?
I'm not taking sides, Richard. I'm telling you the truth. Patricia is the president of a company. In fact, of multiple companies.
What? You're seriously telling me she's been running companies behind my back? Since when?
Since before she even met you. Let me explain. Back when she graduated college, it was during a time when jobs were almost impossible to come by. She couldn't get hired anywhere, not even for entry-level office work, so she took up cleaning jobs just to get by. And while doing that, she quietly saved money, learned what she could, and eventually started her own little business.
What kind of business?
Fashion, apparel. It started out small, selling handmade designs online, but they took off. Soon she had one store, then another. Then she reinvested, branched out, and before long she had built something solid, something real. She doesn't brag, she doesn't flaunt it, but she's a serious entrepreneur now, more successful than most people I know.
So you're telling me she's actually rich?
Yes, but it's not just about the money. It's about how hard she worked for it. She built everything from scratch, with no support, no shortcuts, and certainly no help from men like you.
Then why the hell didn't she tell me any of this? We're married! Is that her idea of a healthy relationship? Just hiding everything from her husband?
She had her reasons. You weren't her first husband, you know. The last man she was with, he only saw her money. He married her, bled her dry emotionally, and tried to control her every step of the way. It took everything she had to get out of that. Since then, she's been careful. Careful about who she trusts. Careful about what she reveals. Especially to men.
So you're saying she just decided I wasn't worth trusting either?
She wanted to believe in you. She tried. But over time, it became clear you weren't in love with her. You loved what she did for you, how she kept things clean, how she made your life easier, how she never complained. You saw her as useful, not as an equal.
Is that what she told you?
Yes, and you know what? I believe her, because I've seen the way you talk about her, the way you treat her like a servant in her own home.
That's not fair. I've taken care of her. I've provided for her.
She didn't need your provision. She needed your respect.
So what now? You expect us to just get a divorce over this nonsense?
Yes, I think that would be best for both of you. She deserves someone who sees her as a partner, not a tool. And you, well, maybe you need some time to reflect on what it really means to be with someone.
You don't get to dictate what happens in my marriage. Diana, listen to me carefully. Don't you dare go running your mouth to Patricia. You have no right to interfere. None!
I'm not interfering, Richard. I'm simply supporting someone I care about. And that means helping her see the truth, that she deserves better than what she settled for.
You think I don't want her to be happy? I do! I'll make her happy! I just need you to stay out of this and stop poisoning her against me!
If you truly wanted her happiness, you'd let her go. You'd let her be free to live without hiding who she really is.
You've said enough. Thanks for the information, but I'll handle things from here. Just stay out of it, all right?
You don't get to tell me what to do, Richard. Not now. Not ever.
Fine, whatever. Thanks for enlightening me. Guess I never really knew my own wife.
No, Richard. You just never bothered to.
Patricia, where the hell did you go?
Excuse me?
I came home early, I canceled dinner plans, walked out of the restaurant because I wanted to talk to you. I get home and you're just gone. No note, no message. What the hell is going on?
I thought we agreed to stop monitoring each other's every move. Wasn't that what you said last week? That we needed space? So why do I owe you an explanation now?
Look, I know. I said some things. Stupid, mean things. I was stressed. Work's been overwhelming and I took it out on you. That's not right. That's not fair. I'm sorry, okay?
Apology noted, but I've stopped waiting for them to mean anything.
Pat, don't say that, please. I'm trying to fix this. I swear to you, I'll never talk to you like that again. I'll never make you feel small again. Can we just sit down, talk about things, maybe have a drink together like we used to? Talk about where this family is going?
A drink?
Yeah, just something simple. You and me on the couch. No yelling, no accusations, just us. Isn't that what we need?
You mean like the us you dismissed 2 nights ago? Or the us you walked out on last month when you said this marriage was dead weight?
I was angry. I didn't mean half the crap I said. You know how I get when pressure builds up at work.
You lash out at me. That's how you get.
I'm telling you, it won't happen again. And my mom, she's been saying she wants to talk with you too. She's worried about you.
Now that's funny. Your mother couldn't stand me 2 weeks ago. She practically cheered when we stopped eating dinner together. Now she wants to talk? Is that because she heard about my company?
Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't realize you were a CEO. That was news to all of us.
Oh, save it. You didn't care what I did until you realized I had more money than you. I've met plenty of men like you. Charming when it suits them, full of empty promises when things slip from their grasp. Don't think I can't see through you.
Come on, that's not fair!
What isn't fair is the way you treated me. You ridiculed my work, dismissed my ideas, rolled your eyes every time I spoke up. I begged you to go to therapy. You laughed. I asked for support. You said I was being dramatic, and now suddenly I'm worth listening to again?
All right, fine. If this is all about money...
Don't twist this. It was never about money. It's about respect. Which you've never given me.
So what, you're just leaving?
Yes, I'm not coming back to that house.
Are you kidding me right now? What are you even saying?
I'm saying it's over. This marriage is over. I want a divorce.
You can't be serious. Over this?
Over years of this. Over constant emotional neglect. Over insults you call jokes and tantrums you call just stress. I've made up my mind, Brad. I've already moved into a new apartment. I'll have the divorce papers sent to you by the end of the week.
You're gonna throw everything away just like that? What about everything we built together?
You mean the life I built while you scoffed at every step? Let's be clear. Most of the assets I have, I earned before we got married. They're mine, legally and morally.
You still made money during the marriage. You know damn well I'm entitled to a share.
Yes, marital assets will be divided, but don't think for a second you're walking away with half of what I built alone. Also, let's not forget why we're divorcing. Your treatment of me was the cause, which means by law, you get less. A lot less.
Wait, what? That's not fair!
You're welcome to take that up with my attorney, but I'll be seeking alimony and damages. You'll be hearing from them soon.
This is insane! You're acting like I'm some monster! I'm not! People fight! Couples fight! It's normal!
You're right. Couples do fight. But this wasn't fighting. This was a slow erosion of love and trust and safety. And I won't spend another year hoping you'll change.
So that's it? You're just gonna disappear and let the lawyers do the rest?
Exactly. I won't engage in screaming matches. I won't be manipulated by last-minute guilt. And I won't waste any more time trying to fix something you destroyed piece by piece.
Patricia, wait, don't do this!
Goodbye, Brad. And please, have the dignity not to turn this into a circus. Handle it through your lawyer. I'm done giving you more than you deserve.
You really think you can just do that and walk away like nothing happened?
Excuse me?
Don't act innocent with me. We're divorced. Yeah, I got that loud and clear. But that doesn't mean you get to keep screwing with my life.
I haven't done a thing. In fact, I've gone out of my way to avoid any contact with you. That was the whole point of the divorce, wasn't it?
Then why the hell did the deal fall through? I had that contract locked. It was practically done, and then poof, gone. And you know what they told me?
Let me guess, that the company declined to move forward?
No! They said you pulled the plug! Your company! Because apparently you're the damn CEO! And all it took was one word from you and it was over!
Correct. I did cancel it.
Unbelievable! You don't see anything wrong with that?
No, I don't. I told you, I don't want anything to do with you. Professionally, personally, entirely.
That doesn't give you the right to sabotage my work! You're abusing your position just to get back at me!
Is that what you've convinced yourself of? Let me make something very clear. It was a mistake from the beginning that we were even considering working with your company. You had nothing we needed.
Then why did it get as far as it did?
Because I let it. I knew you were struggling, complaining about poor performance, lack of recognition. You sounded so desperate, I figured giving you a win might help you get back on your feet. Call it pity. But once the divorce went through, I realized there was no reason to keep pretending.
So, the whole thing, you were just humoring me?
Yes, and for the record, my team never wanted to greenlight it. They were relieved when I told them we weren't moving forward. The decision was unanimous after I told them the connection to you was no longer relevant.
Do you have any idea what this cost me? This deal was my ticket to promotion! I already spent money on my mom, on gifts, on promises I can't afford anymore! And then your damn alimony payments on top of that?
That's not my problem, Brad. You created this mess. Maybe next time, don't blow through cash you haven't earned yet.
You ruined me! You wanted to see me fail!
No, you did that all by yourself. All I did was stop protecting you from consequences, which I should have done years ago.
Patricia, please! Just this one deal! Let it go through! I'll stay out of your life forever after that, I swear!
You already promised to stay out of my life. Funny how quickly that crumbles when things stop going your way.
I'm begging you! I've got nothing left! If I don't land this deal or something like it, I'm done! No promotion, no money, no career! This job, it's all I have! Don't take that too!
That job was your responsibility, not mine. You don't get to come crawling back and ask for favors after all the damage you did.
I get it, okay? I was a jerk, a bad husband, but I'm not asking for love or forgiveness. I'm just asking for mercy.
You should have thought about that before you tore me down, laughed at my ideas, ignored my boundaries, and treated me like an inconvenience. You don't get to ask for kindness now that karma's collecting the debt.
So that's it? You're gonna let me drown?
You're not drowning, Brad. You're finally standing in the flood you poured on everyone else for years.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
No, honestly, it's exhausting. But it is necessary. I'm not just protecting myself anymore. I have employees who count on me. A company culture to uphold. We don't work with bullies or manipulators, especially not washed-up salesmen with an ego problem and no track record.
You think you're better than everyone just because you made some money?
No, I think I'm better than you, because I built something with integrity while you coasted on arrogance and favors. And now those favors have dried up.
God, you're heartless!
No, I just finally grew a spine. You used to call me weak for caring too much. Now that I don't care at all, you call me cruel. Make up your mind.
So what now? You just walk away?
That's the plan. There's no deal, no loophole, no redemption arc. Just a clean break, exactly what I asked for when I signed the divorce papers.
You'll regret this.
I already regret ever trusting you in the first place. Now please, leave. And if you show up again uninvited, my legal team will make sure you regret that too.
You really mean that?
Every word. Now get out of my life. After everything that happened, I heard that Richard tried really hard at his sales job, but despite his efforts, he couldn't close a single contract. Because of that, he was eventually transferred to a dead-end department, basically a desk job where there was nothing meaningful to do. It wasn't surprising, really. He had always been treated as a burden by the company, and it seemed like this transfer was just the next step in pushing him aside. With no steady income and a worsening financial situation, things between Richard and his mother started to deteriorate badly. Their relationship grew tense and uncomfortable. Eventually, they decided to live separately within the same house, each taking a different room just to avoid constantly clashing or interfering in each other's lives. I heard this from a family member, and it made me realize just how fragile their family ties had become. Meanwhile, I'm still managing my own company while also working as a cleaner to make ends meet. This whole experience has been a harsh lesson. It made me painfully aware that I really have no talent for judging character, especially in men. I gave too much trust, only to be hurt in return. But after deciding to live on my own and rely on myself from now on, I feel much more at peace. My mind is clearer. And I carry a lighter heart than ever before. I'm no longer weighed down by past mistakes or the burden of others' drama. One thing I keep thinking about is my sister, who has always stood by me no matter what. I want her to be truly happy, and I wonder what I can do to support her in her own life. She's been my rock, and it's time I try to be hers too. That's where I'm at now. Moving forward, focusing on myself, and hoping for better days for both of us. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.